Hey, I'm Maddie. Right now I'm living in my minivan while I try to go to all 50 states to drink a local beer and go on an outdoor adventure. Come join me in Alabama. Welcome to Alabama. Today we are exploring the mobile, how do you pronounce the name of the city in Alabama? Mobile. The Mobile-Tensaw River Delta. But first, let's get some lunch. I am really hungry, so I feel like making a bit more of an involved meal. And I'm gonna try to make couscous with peas and corn. Now, the last time I had that brand of couscous, it was pretty plain, but I'm hoping putting veggies in it will make it a little something more. This is my fridge right here, fridge and freezer. Lucky enough to have frozen veggies on hand, but so recently I got bit by a fire ant and I am allergic, so my right foot has been swelling, and I've been putting this bag of ice and frozen peas on it to cover more surface area. Yeah, it's kind of weird to have peas that have been on my foot, but they were in a bag. It's fine. So I'm just watching my vegetables heat up, just staying in here chilling. And right in front of me is this lovely box of beers given to me by Braided River Brewing Company. And I'm thinking, maybe I should have one. I don't normally drink at lunch because, it's lunchtime. But, might as well try one. And the one that I want to try first is Happy by Nature IPA. Interested to see what it's like. And it matches my peas and corn. I'm not actually in the state park right now, by the way. I'm just in a little pull off the road kind of picnic area place, just so you know. Really pretty color so far. If you see bubbles on the side of a beer glass, like more than just the typical carbonation, that means the beer glass is dirty. And this is because I just rinse stuff out with water if I'm going to be the only person drinking from it. That is a good IPA. I think it tastes a little bit like apple cinnamon. Just a little tart, little apple-y. Let's see how our couscous is doing. It smells like garlic, and that smells good. The directions say fluff with a fork. I don't really know what that means. Move it around with a fork and fluff it up. That's my guess. I've been keeping the peas and carrots hot in another bowl. Peas and corn, I mean. The finished product. Yum, yum, yum. That's really good. The garlic and roasted onion flavor is way better than the cheese flavor I had in the Everglades. Pairs well with an IPA. That was so freaking delicious. This kind of couscous is much better than the cheesy flavored kind. Plus, when I had it in the Everglades, it was really windy and it got kind of cold. Plus, I tried to have the whole thing in one sitting. So, don't do that. But to get this and put peas and corn in it, that's a good dish right there. Now let's clean up. I made it to the state park and I'm just packing up for the hike. I decided to go on a trail called Beaver Pond Trail. The map doesn't say how long it is, but it looks like 2 miles, maybe less. Since I'm not going to be gone for long, I'm just taking my water, keys, might as well take my sunglasses. There's a battlefield over there. I'm not going to stop because I'm not really that interested in history. When I took this road trip, I was like, oh, I don't really want to stop and see historical stuff, but you can't really escape it. Like when I went on a hike in Cape Cod, and it was talking about how there used to be cranberries raised there, and how tourism started when the trains were built. It's just like history is so entrenched in the land. If you want to explore the land, you can't really not explore history. Now this is just a place in the trail, position of the 24th Indian Infantry. Man, in the 1800s, there were people posted up here trying to hurt other people for a big old war. And now you can sit here and have a campfire. Okay, now the trail seems like it ran out. It could go under what's underwater now. There's another one of those birdhouse looking things over there, but I don't know. Am I even on the right trail? So I'm back at the Indiana Infantry's hideout, and I think I'll try to see where this takes me. Maybe I just turned the wrong way to start with. There's a fork in the trail. Doesn't tell me which way to go. So I choose downhill. So now I'm at this intersection. I could go on General Cockrell's Loop. Another time I don't know where to go. Let's go downhill again. I've only been hiking for half an hour, if you're curious. back again at this clearing. I think this might be as much beaver pond loop as there is. I think I'll just start heading back towards the direction of the van now. Even though I said I don't really like learning about history, I've still been reading these informational things they have for us here. Gotta pay your respects, even if it's not something you want to know. I'm thinking about this is the place where 18-year-old kids would have died. So, not great to think about, but you have to. Finally made it back. I am sweaty. That was a very connecting but somber experience. Let's go look at a big tree. Here we have a big old live oak tree. It doesn't have a name that I know of, but it's by a place called the old house site or something like that. But it's so big. The guy at the gate told me it was believed to be 300 to 400 years old. It's not quite the same as Angel Oak in South Carolina, but that's pretty cool. Let's see if we can find the hiding tree next. I don't know. If it's hiding, it might be hard to find. Now this might be it. There's not a sign, but the map said it would be around here. When I said before, we might have trouble finding the hiding tree because it's hiding, that was just a lame joke. It's really called that because they say the Confederate soldiers would hide there after the war was lost. Pretty cool roots though. Okay, I'm like 50 feet. Less than that, like 25 feet away from where we just were. Is this the hanging tree? I don't know, Maddie. Maybe you should look at that sign that says Hanging Tree Boardwalk. When's she gonna learn, guys? I bet this is it. That would make a perfect hiding spot. This is so cool. Smells like dirt. Imagine all the people that came here before the Civil War. They were probably like, this is the best tree to climb on ever! Let's go in. Taking you inside the cave. Very cool. Very tree-like. And this is the end of the boardwalk. Just a nice little look-see. They've also got an old town rebuilt, or just showing what it was. That must have been the jail. Maybe those were some shops. On the way out, I was driving past the campground and there were showers. It didn't really seem like they would mind if I used the showers even though I'm not camping, so I went ahead and did that, which was amazing because it had been a few days, plus I got super sweaty today. It's like 80 degrees. This is a nice place though. I think I would love to camp here if I had more money. Right now I'm just trying to buy gas and groceries only so I can save up for a laptop, and then getting Wi-Fi in my van, and then hopefully I can start spending money on myself a little more. So that's that. Now with my new clean hair, let's go see some crocodiles. Actually, alligators. Let's go see some alligators.
Turn right onto Alabama 225 South, and you will arrive at your destination.
On the way here, I was thinking, this place, I don't know if there's gonna be gators. I don't know if there's even gonna be cool trees. I just saw it on the map and thought it sounded cool. It's fun to be spontaneous though, you know? If there's no gators, at least I had a fun time looking. And if there are gators, I haven't wrestled a gator yet. That seems like an Alabama down south must do. We've reached the first part of the boardwalk. Some little landscaping. Doesn't look like any gators in there. Oh, here's what we really want. Some info. Can you say estuary? Yeah, I can. Don't patronize me sign. This is pretty informative though. Like, I never knew what this little cutout in Alabama was, and now I know. It's the Delta, where all the rivers go out to the Gulf of Mexico. Okay, maybe this is the real start of the boardwalk. I think by definition a boardwalk has to be made of wood. Ooh, look! All about the American alligator. All the facts I need to know how to defeat them in a wrestling match. So, I never knew they were that huge before, and that's not even the biggest they get. That's the average gator. And this is also what they call the circles on a turtle shell. If you count the rings on them, that's how old the turtle is. No harassing or capturing gators. Oh man. I was really going to wrestle one too. I was serious about that. Do not feed the alligators. That sounds like I should be seeing them maybe. Sounds like we have a pretty good chance anyway. Oh man, looks like no alligators, but we do get to see these birds. Oh, that one disappeared. Maybe it was taken by a gator. You catch that thing, white bird. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so much nature, and we are just by a hotel and a highway. No gators today, folks, but I did see plenty in South Carolina and the Everglades when I went, so that's okay. Our next stop is a place with a long name. It's called 5 Rivers Delta Center, and it is a nature center. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm scratching the heck out of my foot. The part of the ant allergic reaction is it just like crazy. This is a corn snake. This is a gray rat snake named Lil Betu. Cockroaches, gross. Oh, look, a bear. Oh no. Oh my gosh, I didn't think those were real at first. Such cute, tiny little owls. It's an American kestrel. It's a tarantula named Morticia. An eastern coach whip. I think that sound is a owl. Look at its tail. Its head is black and then its tail turns white. That was cool, but no one was in there, and I was getting a little creeped out with all the animals and the gator skulls looking at me. I want to give a shout out to whoever commented on my Everglades videos about cypress knees. So if you look at this tree in front of us, you'll see some stumpy things sticking up in the water nearby. And those are called cypress knees. They're part of the root system. It's really designed differently because of cypress trees living in water so much. So thank you to the person who told me about that. Look at those clouds too. They're perfect looking, like a painting. That was really peaceful, wasn't it? Now, this may be our last stop today, but we are at a park, about to watch the sunset over the water, have some dinner, and drink another Braided River beer. If you're wondering, this is my bath towel. I hang it on a bungee cord between my two handles. Oh, snap handles, as they're called. Yeah, I just hang it up so it'll dry after I use it. I got it in Amsterdam. Look at that golden hour glow. It's one of those nights where I don't know what I want for dinner. In fact, I don't want anything. So, I have crackers and meat and cheese and call it charcuterie. And it is just eating snacks for dinner, but if it has a fancy name, you don't feel as bad. For this evening's drinking pleasure, we will be trying Beer Here Now, German style ale by Braided River Brew Co. Which really, I chose this one specifically because this is a be here now moment. And now it's a beer here moment. I messed that up. This is a be here now moment. And now it's a beer here now moment. Cheers. That is really good. Tastes really crisp. Reminds me of a Hideout brew house beer that I've had before, which is a traditional German beer. But I wonder, does it really remind me of that, or did I know it's a German style beer, so that's what I'm connecting with it. I don't know, but it's good. when I was sitting there, I was thinking, I feel like I've discovered a life hack or something. Because the more you can stop running around and putting out fires. Hello, this is post-production editing Maddie. When I filmed this, I didn't realize it, but my camera just stopped recording because it ran out of storage. And I didn't notice till much later. So, basically, I went on to be like, be here now. Thank you, Braided River Brewing Company. Yay, life. See you in Mississippi. Bye.